Hello and welcome to Starry Flowers, a game about two boys falling in love. Yep, that's about all I know about this game, but it sounds cute, so let's start a new game. Hello and welcome to the deliciously romantic tale of my first love. There's just one thing before we begin. I can grant you the power to choose my accessories at various points in the story. I'm being very gracious to offer such a thing, you know. To use it, you had better make me look as adorable as possible, which we will be. Hell yeah. No feature has no effect on the story. Otherwise, it's simply for your entertainment, should you wish for it. Would you like to enable the dress-up feature? Hell yes. Yes, let's accessorize. And without further ado, let's get ready for my first date with Pastel. Ooh, hell yeah. Okay, ooh, we got earrings. What do you want? We can have like a little ribbon in his hair. Oh, a little flower crown. Oh my god, we have to. And a royal crown. Cat ears. Oh my god, there's so many good options. Bunny ears, halo, demon ears, white headband, pride headband. Oh my god, there's so many options to choose from, and I don't know which one to pick. Yeah, this one would probably be me every day. Just having a rain cloud, but oh my god, there's so many cute options, but we'll go with the heart one for that one. We got glasses. The blues, again, probably would use that one. Can we also add the rain? Oh my god, we can just add both of them there. Oh my god, we can have like a little flower on top of our head. That's cute. All shining. All cat paws. Oh my god. We had to do one of them with all cat stuff because there's also cat one there. Or lollipop. Gay thoughts. Oh my god. Body pillow. I'm so tempted to take that on our first date, but no. We will have gay thoughts because hell yeah, we're gonna go all gay. Chapter 1, First Date. Today I met a boy at a candy shop. Ah, goddammit, should have gone candies and stuff if I hadn't known. That could have been a very sweet one. Literally and figuratively. The minute I saw him, I just knew I couldn't leave without flirting a little. He was so delightfully flustered, which of course only made him that much cuter. When I told him to meet me here, he could only manage to nod in response. So cute. Ah, my favorite type to pursue. Ah, there he is now. Oh, just as adorable. Hey, I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. Pastel, look at you. Here I thought you looked plenty good in that uniform. I was unprepared. Sorry, is it too much? I can change. My, but I haven't fully seen what's under that cloak of yours. It'd be such a waste to change prematurely. I mean, we could just save that for later. Oh, right. Forget it then. Besides, it'll be my pleasure to unwrap you later on, my sweet. Now, shall we head to dinner? Okay, lead the way. Man, our main character is very straightforward. And I like it. Truly didn't expect it. Definitely seemed the type to have more modest sense of style. Thigh highs with such a short skirt, or was it a dress? I only briefly glimpsed it. Quite looking forward to seeing more tonight. Oh, you know it, baby. Restaurant I decided on is one of my usual rotation. Good for a quiet, comfortable evening. A variety of dates, you must have a variety of locations in mind. Tonight's mood is romantic rendezvous. It's a little high-end though, not overtly so, just enough to make the night feel special. Pastel slides into the booth following Periwinkle's lead. One hand holds his mantle in place while the other brushes his bangs aside anxiously. Is this your first time? Huh? Coming here, I mean. What do you think I was asking? No, nothing. I've never been here before. It seems fancy. A fan of the atmosphere. Food isn't bad either. Now, let's get a few formalities out of the way, shall we? First and foremost, your pronouns. Oh, I just use he, him. What about you? The same, though I don't necessarily mind being called by others, especially considering my presentation. Understandable. Next, expectations. I consider clarity in this regard to be a key part of ensuring we both enjoy ourselves to the fullest. I do this sort of thing often, you see. Such I have a couple of ground rules to establish. Sure, I'm actually glad you brought it up. Oh? I'm not looking for anything serious. In fact, I kind of prefer when it's just a one-night thing. We're on the same page then. Not that I mind if, wind up wanting to do this again some other time. Quite likely for me in this case. Get that face that he had. Certainly I'm open to that as well. Did you have any other ground rules? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you nervous? Yes. You can tell me to stop if you're ever feeling too overwhelmed. That's the other rule. I like feeling overwhelmed to an extent. I'd assumed as much, but to hear you admit it outright, but still. In that case, I'll do my best to overwhelm you, my sweet. Yes, this was shaping up to be a wonderful night indeed. When it came to take our order, I went first to give my sweet date a chance to compose himself. With our food ordered, Pastel finally drops his mantle to reveal. My god, shoulders, so scandalous. But sweet, I like it. Suits you. My, so it was a cute little dress after all. Oh, and here I thought you were saving the surprise for after dinner. Oh, don't worry, we're going to be saving the dessert, wink wink, for later. Sorry, I started feeling awkward with the extra layer. Don't apologize. My only lament is not getting to take it off you myself. Again, we could probably do that later. Hey? Oh, poor Pastel. Oh, but I'm sure we'll get him even more flustered later on. You'll see the last few days for me, won't you? That's all that matters then. Having the time of my life, and by the looks of it, so is Pastel. I live to tease such cute witch boys. How fortunate that I came across the sweetest one today. Food arrives before Pastel is able to recover. Can't even look the waiter in the eye. How adorable. Oh yeah, mustn't overindulge before we've even eaten our meal. There'll be plenty of time after dessert. Still takes a few bites of his food before speaking up. So, Periwinkle, what do you do for a living? Besides tease you until you're barely able to speak? Yes, besides that. My line of work then? I suppose I can tell you. I'm an arrow magician. I specialize in creating pleasant scents. Periwinkle tugs his wand out of his sleeve and slightly taps the candle on the table. A small burst of atmosphere shifts around the pair. Candle's original aroma is quickly forgotten and is replaced by something new and cozier. Oh, that is nice. What smell is that? No good at pinpointing stuff like this. Vanilla. I thought it suited you, although I'm starting to think a more lustful scent might have been a better fit. What does that even mean? Just that you've done nothing but exceed my expectations. I'm not doing anything. Still retreats behind his glass of water, overwhelmed by embarrassment once again. Aw, so cute. I did say I'd go a little easier on him, didn't I? He's just too irresistible. Anywho, a bottle and sell scents like this one. Really lucrative work. Once you build a reputation for yourself. Sounds fulfilling. What about you, Pastel? What kind of magic do you specialize in? Oh, I had mostly been living without magic until recently. Without magic? I can't imagine. It's not bad. I mean, humans do it, so why not? I suppose that's true. Very distinctly or directly make a living off of mine, so I'd find myself in quite a bind if I wasn't able to use it. Not that I mind being bound from time to time, you know. How do you keep doing that? Every time I think we're talking about something innocent, I just can't help myself, can I? No, you can't. Deliberate word choice, my sweet. Would you like me to hold back a little more? No, it's okay. I was just kind of impressed. Finish up our meals and decide on sharing a slice of strawberry cheesecake for dessert. Pastel deliberately leaves the larger bits of strawberries for me. I wonder, is that because he doesn't like them? Or is he just that kind? Either way, this has quickly become my most favourite day of the past few months. Tell me more about yourself, Pastel. I'm afraid the only thing I know is that you work at the renowned Atelier Sweets. Oh, there's not much else to know. Surely there's plenty more than just that. Any hobbies, perhaps? Cleaning, maybe? Any non-work related hobbies, dear? Sorry, I never know how to answer these types of questions. My best friend is an alchemist, so I've recently been going on little adventures to help gather ingredients for a craft. Now there's something interesting. Other than that, I honestly don't get out much. Have my hands full running the store. So diligent. Does that mean this is your first night out in a while? Yeah, I guess it is. I'm honored you were willing to share it with me then. Yeah, I don't think I ever would have tried this place if he hadn't brought me in. So it's been worth it so far. Thanks, Periwinkle. The air had long been cleared, and yet our conversation continued through the night. The place is never too busy, which always leaves me free to linger here without the guilt of taking up any much-needed table space. Longer the date, the more satisfying the finale. That's something I live by. Rushing straight to the climax inevitably gets a bit dull after a while. I want to enjoy this night to its fullest. Still, do you see that witch at the table over there? Don't be too obvious now. The one with the tall hat, you see? Yeah, see them. Brought them here about 2 weeks ago. Guess they agreed that it made a nice date spot. I actually... The guy sitting across from them? Pretty sure I've been with him before. No, surely you're joking, Pastel. Shh, don't say my name so loudly. Just keep your head low, I'm sure you won't notice. Oh, he just looked this way. Oh, only kidding. Perry. Oh, a nickname already. Moving so fast. You're the one who's been calling me my sweet all night. Well, you are, aren't you? Whose fault is it that you share a name with a candy? Not mine. Still, do you think those two make a good couple? How should I know? Just imagine the kind of person I go on a date with and pair them with the other. And what kind of person is that? You, for one. Maybe they wouldn't be so good together. Am I supposed to take offense to that? Nah, that guy was just kind of pushy. You're too much, Pastel. Eventually made our way out of the restaurant that night. It had gotten quite late already. When's the last time I stayed until closing? There's never a moment of awkward silence between us. Many pastels embarrassed pauses. Claire turns the mysterious mind away from the debauchery. As we wander back into the night air, he is the first to speak up again. You could have at least let me cover the tip. No, I'm sure we'll be covering the tip later. Nonsense. I'm the one who asked you out tonight. You don't have to cover a thing. In fact, I'd prefer if you didn't cover. There it is. Okay, I saw that one coming this time. You don't have to say it. Too easy. But really, it's a shame to hide such a cute outfit from the world. I don't have the confidence. Reminds me of my youth. You'll get there, my sweet. One day you'll be able to toss aside any feeling of inadequacy, wear all sorts of daring outfits with pride. No, it's not a matter of self-esteem or anything, it's just... If anyone I knew saw me in this, I would die. That's how it is. I'm being treated to a more intimate side of this witch boy right now. Walk together under the streetlights until we reach our original meeting place. Would you like me to escort you home? No, that's okay. Then, if you don't mind, my place is just down the street. Perhaps you'd like to accompany me? Yes, I mean, I wouldn't want to have to walk alone in the dark. Such a gentleman. God, so cute. Periwinkle expertly slides his hand up and under Pastel's mantle, licking arms as they go along. They walk in comfortable silence toward Periwinkle's house. Well, this is me. Had a most lovely evening. Thank you for accompanying me to dinner tonight. I had fun too. Thanks for inviting me out. Pastel fidgets as he has something to ask, but can't find the words. Pastel? Periwinkle takes a step closer. Yes? Leans in, pausing for any sort of reaction. Only for Pastel lips to come clumsily crashing forward. Hell yeah! He's in more of a rush than I thought. And again, I did spend all night winding him up and teasing him quite a lot. It's only fair. So cute. Pastel, I just remembered. Since we're here, would you like to come in and sample some of my magic? Oh, sample something else maybe as well on top of that, eh? Wink wink, nudge nudge. I'd like that, yes. Very well then. We both knew from the beginning that you would be staying the night, of course. Just so much fun drawing it out like this. But if that kiss is any indication of things to come, I may have gone a little overboard tonight. If so, we're in for quite a sleepover. Oh, that we are. Sorry about the mess. I just haven't found the time to tidy up. Door closes loudly behind them. When Pastel doesn't respond, Periwinkle turns back to face him. Well, hello there. Pastel's back is against the door as he fumbles to untie his mantle. Clearly run out of patience, hasn't he? And I'm afraid I simply have no choice but to indulge him. I shouldn't keep you waiting a second longer now, should I? But I still need to change it to something a little easier to take off. Looking this good comes at a price, you see. Promise I won't keep you waiting. Gotta tease him just that little bit more. Gotta get our foreplay done at some point. Might as well get it done. Yeah. God, I can't find my words like Pastel. Okay, anyway, moving on. Periwinkle gives him another peck on the lips and leads him through the cluttered living room and to his bedroom door. On to Chapter 2, Conjured Fragrance. Took me ages to get out of bed that morning. I just couldn't stop thinking about how absolutely adorable Pastel was. Scrambled out of here almost as soon as he woke up, saying he couldn't be late for work. Such a shame. Would have been nice to get one last round in. Did get a kiss goodbye though. It's nice to feel like a housewife for a moment. I should get to work too. I have an order to fill, don't I? Periwinkle finally rolls out of bed and gets ready for the day. Order in question is for a nearby apothecary. You know, arrow magic like mine is actually quite good for you. It's got nothing on actual healing magic, but the calming atmosphere it creates does wonders for one's mood. This particular batch is meant to help with insomnia, which is ironic considering how late I stayed up with Pastel. Whoops, can't be getting distracted now. Really need to finish up these last few bottles. Periwinkle closes his eyes and draws his wand. Large drops form at its tip, falling into the empty bottle one by one. With each drip, the bottle's contents swells. After only the fifth drop is completely filled. Perfect. So much easier to finish these with a clear mind. Can't help if a refreshing night out is the only way to regain my focus. Though I probably could have gotten one of these done last night, but still hadn't been so impatient. No, mustn't let my mind wander too far from work now. Periwinkle fills the remaining bottles, screwing the lids on as he goes. There. Now, my house is going to smell like lavender. I better head out before I'm lulled to sleep by my own magic. Hell yeah, and we get to customize again. Let's do this. Okay, I think that one is perfect. Seems nice. Okay, let's go. Apothecary is only a short walk away, but I've never managed to walk in its doors on time. Perhaps because it's so close, I always underestimate the time it takes to reach it. Hear the owner tapping her foot with impatience as soon as I open the door. Astragalus, I have that special order ready for you. You're late again, Periwinkle. Last track of time, you'll forgive me, won't you? You're literally my only provider who has no respect for appointments. That's simply not true. I never miss a date. There's the problem. You were out getting laid again, weren't you? How vulgar. I had a very romantic evening with a very cute boy. He then ends up sleeping over. Well, you had a week to fill the order. Try getting it done in advance next time. Yes, ma'am. Now, let's see what you brought. Worked with Astragalus for a few years now. She is completely immune to my charms, shocking to say the least, but it's meant that we've been able to remain good friends all this time. Let's see. Astragalus, would you consider us to be good friends? I'd put up with you. My, but you don't put up with anyone. You must really like me. You got a favour to ask or something? Is that what you're getting at? No, I was just thinking of how to categorize our relationship. Business associate works just fine, doesn't it? Come now, surely you consider us to be closer than that. I know better than to get involved with you, Periwinkle. Why, whatever do you mean? You're too dazzling. I'll take that as a compliment. Great, now will you stop distracting me? I'm trying to count. Yes, we're definitely good friends. Too dazzling though? I'm not sure this is a thing. What would be wrong if it was... And what would be wrong if it... God, why can't I not get my words out properly? What would be wrong with it if there was? What point is there in not shining as brightly as one can? Especially with my accessories, you know? Sparkles finishes counting the bottles, sighing in feigned exasperation as she marks them off a checklist. You may always be late, but you deliver quality every time. You're consistent if nothing else. The waiting is part of the fun. Builds excitement, wouldn't you say? Nope, just builds frustration for me. But at least you always come through. We're definitely always coming. She unlocks a small drawer behind the counter, takes out an envelope with Periwinkle's name scribbled on it. Here's the rest of your payment. Don't spend it all in one place. Oh, I couldn't if I tried. Really, you're too generous. Strikerless rolls her eyes and begins stocking the shelves with a new inventory. 2 or 3 orders a month. That's all it takes to support myself entirely through this apothecary. I don't believe my magic is really worth so much, but who am I to complain? Certainly a more favourable balance compared to the kind of work I was doing years ago. I do enjoy the freedom, the excessive amount of time I have for partying, for dates. On that note, with that business out of the way, would you like to hear about my date? Would I like to? Not necessarily. Please, regardless, as someone with no romance in your own life, the least you can do is live vicariously through me. No romance thing is by choice. I listen to you gush for your own damn sake. For my sake? Yeah, I'm afraid you might actually implode if you had no one to talk to about this stuff. I'm actually making a noble sacrifice every day that you come in here with new tales of romantic conquest. If you're truly suffering, I shall desist. That's the thing though, I do like seeing you all worked up over something, even if I don't understand it myself. So there is a mutual benefit. You listen then? Yeah, at least until I get all the stuff put away. So that time kicking you out for the day. Fair enough. I'd better be brief then. He's the absolute cutest thing. I picked him up at a candy shop yesterday. Fluffy pink hair with golden eyes, naturally rosy cheeks that make him look as though he's always a little embarrassed by something. He's shy, but not the type that becomes paralyzed in a bedroom. Periwinkle, for the last time, I do not need to know... I do not need to hear about the bedroom stuff. I wasn't given any details, although the details are the best. This is a safe for work zone only. Break that rule and you're out of here. My apologies, I will refrain. Anyway, my point is, he's extremely cute. Adorable, in fact. Right, so standard fare for you. Absolutely not. If he was just your average cutie, then would I be emphasizing his cuteness so much? I don't meet these people, so it's all the same to me. How can it be? Intensity is so drastically different, perhaps so intense that I'm having trouble explaining it properly. I'll say, all you've really told me so far is that he's cute and shy. He's kind as well. You saved the best part of our dessert for me without even asking. Wow, would have led with that one. Oh, enough sarcasm. All my favourite details are off limits. What do you suppose I'm left with? Well, what really matters is that you had a good night, even if it meant you couldn't get here on time, like I asked. I'm already hoping to see him again, to be honest. Oh yeah? Don't hear that from you very often. Really? But I've gone on second dates all the time. This guy got a name? I don't kiss and tell. No, actually, you tell me about everyone you kiss. Come on, if he's really the absolute cutest, it's a shame to keep him anonymous, right? Not like I'm gonna tell anyone anyway. Fine, his name is Pastil. Even his name's cute. Right? Oh, that reminds me. He sold me some candies that share his name. Would you like to try? Sure, how could a witch turn down free candy? Periwinkle digs in his bag and pulls out one of the pastils. Hands the candy to Astragalus, who promptly erupts and pops it into her mouth. These are good. Where'd you say this candy shop was? Not far from here. I'll give you directions. Shortly after telling Astragalus where to find Telia Sweets, she unceremoniously kicked me out. She'd long finished putting all those bottles away after all. Money in my pocket and no more work to be done for the moment. I'm free to begin pursuing my next date. But wherever shall I go? It's a weekday. Too early for parties, too early for drinks. I suppose I could return home and straighten out the place. However, why would I busy myself with the chores when I could celebrate another order successfully filled? Before Periwinkle can decide where to go, a familiar witch approaches him. Periwinkle? Oh, Casa, so lovely to see you. Yay, I'm so glad we could run into each other. How to describe Cassia? She is exceedingly cuddly. We met at a party one night, during which she latched onto my arm and never let go. Quite endearing. Since then, we've gone on little dates from time to time. She really loves my magic, so I tend to spoil her whenever we're together. Did you need something, dear? Yes, I tried coming over last night, but you didn't seem to be home. Oh, you came to visit me? I'm flattered. Must have been out to dinner at the time. Sorry that I missed you. Oh, it's okay. I was mostly looking to talk. So, if you're available right now, do you want to go to the cafe? That sounds perfect. I would love to. Take your seats at the nearby cafe. It's a pleasant, sunny little place. Come here often with all sorts of other witches. Cassia orders her usual hot chocolate with extra marshmallows, while I decide on a simple rose tea. Oh, Periwinkle, could you make my marshmallows smell like roses too? With pleasure. Periwinkle one drops from his sleeve and gives Cassia's cup a quick little tap. Yay! Really smells like roses. Just as you asked, dear. It may slightly affect the taste, so let me know if you'd like the spell undone. She dips her spoon in lifts a marshmallow to her lips, blowing on it lightly before popping it into her mouth. No, it's wonderful. Truly can find the joy in any little moment. Such a delight. Definitely a contender for the title Absolute Cutest Witch, though I would call her absolutely cute rather than absolute cute. Or cutest. It takes more than cuteness alone to earn the title Absolute Cutest Witch. That's where the difference lies, of course. But what I'm thinking, how rude it is to begin ranking my dates in such a way. Must be stuck on the thought from my earlier conversation with Aragalis, trying to put Pastel's cuteness into words. Really is something special. It's all in contrast. His polite, well-mannered, and proper exterior, excelling such intense desire, begging you to make the first move, then going ahead and taking it on his own as soon as you... enough of that. There's someone else in front of me now, isn't there? Cassia continues happily sipping on her hot chocolate before speaking up again. I missed you, Periwinkle. I've been so busy with packing, I haven't had a chance to see you at all. Packing? And just where are you headed off to? Oh, that's right, never had a chance to tell you. Finally moving in with my partners. In 2 more days, the 3 of us will all be sleeping in the same bed. Oh, that sounds cozy. Congratulations. Thank you. I've looked forward to it for so long. Sounds like you're about to earn a lovely domestic life. You deserve it. Oh, I'm really happy. But, speaking of my partners, you still never met them. True, but I can imagine they're wonderful just from how you've talked about them. Right, but, what if you didn't have to imagine? That's what I've been wanting to talk to you about. I was hoping we might all be able to go on a group date sometime. Oh. Yeah, because, I just think you're so wonderful, Periwinkle. I want them to know you too. Although it sounds like fun, I'm a bit... Wait, before you say no, They're both very easygoing and so loving and nice. I can promise it won't be overwhelming. That unfortunately isn't where the issue lies, my dear. I know you said you didn't want to get involved before, but I just know that we would all get along so well. I'd like to reassure you however I can, but I understand if you still turn me down. As a lover, so tricky, aren't they? I still recall the first time something like this was asked of me. I'd been nervous going in, but I had also never entered a group situation before. Attributed my anxiety solely to that. It quickly became clear that I just wasn't suited to it at all. I did love to spoil each of my partners, but strictly one at a time. Perhaps I was left scarred by the breakdown in communication, the passionate fires of a long-established romance. Surely Castilla and her partners are magnificent people. It may indeed be fun for a night, but becoming entangled in committed relationships is something I've always avoided from the beginning, isn't it? It's all very sweet of you, but I do have to decline. I can't help but feel a little broken-hearted. I apologize. Surely it's nothing personal. Oh, I know. I don't take offense or anything. Just sad. Now that I'm going to be living with them, knowing you don't want to meet them, I think it's best we just break things off. Yes, I agree. As you said, it's for the best. Hope we can still be friends, though. Of course. Sure, our paths will cross every now and again. Yeah, thank you for always treating me so well, Periwinkle. It's my pleasure. Even casual relationships can end up breakups like this. It's largely why I tend to prefer one-night affairs. Things can just become so messy as needs evolve. Cassie and I go our separate ways. I can't help feeling a little blue. Perhaps I'll return home for the day after all. And a very bittersweet one, but yeah, to each their own. Periwinkle quickly changes into something more comfortable, dropping his bag unceremoniously onto the couch. I could use an afternoon nap. Yes, that's precisely what I need. Wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go back out on the town. Shoves some blankets aside and collapses onto the couch. When he does, the contents of his bag spills onto the floor. Easily leaning over to gather it up, he notices the candies from before. Was I too hasty in saying I hope to see Pastel again? I suppose I'd forgotten the feeling of not being enough for someone. Usually these things tend to dissipate naturally, without confrontation or notice. So when they don't, it stings. Periwinkle scoops up the candies, dropping all but one of them back into the bag. Fills it in a place on the couch, nestled in a tangled mess of blankets and cushions, and unwraps his chosen pastil. It is sweet, though. Do you need to be eating it so sensually? What a shame that would be if I never got to taste it again. That's right. I would never resist the promise of an entertaining night, no matter what may come down the line. Hopeless hedonist, after all. Nothing to be done about that. Let fate decide then. If he comes, he comes. If we never meet again, I can always hold on to the memory of our perfect date. Several hours later, there's a knock at the door. Right there on his doorstep, Periwinkle is pleasantly surprised to find Pastel. Wasn't expecting to see you again so soon. Treating me to another cute new look, no less. Sorry, I couldn't stop thinking about you. I mean, I realized last night I never actually got to sample your magic, the scents you mentioned. Oh, that's right. You were quite preoccupied, Yes, so that's why I'm here. Finally manages to make eye contact, but quickly averts its gaze once more. Were you in bed? Sorry, I shouldn't have come so late. These aren't my sexiest pajamas. I didn't say anything about that. But to answer your question, no, I wasn't. Although I did take a nap earlier this afternoon, I've otherwise been enjoying a relaxing night in. I'm so very glad I didn't end up going out. I would have missed out on this flustered mess. Would you like to come in? Pastel nods vigorously in response. Still a bit of a mess in here. I hope you don't mind. There's a path through. I've seen worse. Maybe I'll let it spiral further into chaos then. Just so competitive, you know. I'm not sure that's a competition you really want to win. Perhaps not. Periwinkle carefully steps over some of his clutter to dig through one of the boxes in the far corner of the room. Here they are, my personal favourites. This right here contains some of the more potent scents, most known for relaxation, things to calm the nerves. Rest I just happen to like. Sweet scents like strawberry, banana, bubblegum, and mango. Is there a reason you're only naming candy flavours? Must be a coincidence. Pastel picks up an unlabelled bottle filled with a pale pink liquid. What's this? Watch out, that one's an aphrodisiac. Let's see about that. Pastel locks eyes with Periwinkle as he opens the vial without hesitation. How bold. Oh, it's peach. I was expected it to be overpowering. Yes, well, the aphrodisiac bit was a lie, but I'm glad you like it. Really good at this type of magic. Never really done anything like it. Would you like to try it on? No, I don't do perfume or cologne or anything like that. Never tried it. Oh, so would you say you're a perfume virgin then? I'm not. Who even said a thing like that? In my line of work, you'd be surprised. It's probably just you. Maybe so. You're not going to try it, I'll have it back now, please. I could try. I just don't know how I'm supposed to apply it. May I? Pastel nods, handing over the small vial. Periwinkle seals the opening with his fingertips and swiftly tilts the bottle over and back. Here. Lightly rubs a spot on Pastel's neck, gulfing them both in the pleasant scent of his magic. Eyes meet, neither of them daring to be the first to move. Maybe the aphrodisiac bit wasn't in line after all. Pastel breaks the spell, rushing forward with a sudden kiss. Then retreats just as quickly. Sorry, I just... Certainly is impulsive, not that I mind at all. Match made in heaven, I suppose. I'm more than happy to go along with your little game, Pastel. Oh no, my own magic is working too well. I guess there's no choice but to have my way with you, my sweet. Not like you weren't going to go there anyway. Oh, no. Pastel's half-headed protest said there. Periwinkle's hands were already upon him and would continue to be for the rest of the night. Because of course they would be. On to chapter 3, Missteps. The next month or so we fell into quite an enjoyable pattern. Pastel would show up at my doorstep maybe once or twice a week. Sometimes we'd go out to dinner, but mostly he'd just spend the night. It was starting to become almost routine, though each visit was somehow just as exciting as the last. Details of which I'll choose to keep private for Pastel's sake. Boy is insatiable, I will say that. Inevitably, after seeing someone for long enough, one begins to pick up on their habits. Cute habits, like the way he kisses me on the cheek before rushing off to work in the early morning, the way he runs his hand through his hair when he's thinking really hard about something. Even his knock is specific. Once, lightly to test the waters, pauses as he gathers courage, then 3 firm and eventually evenly spaced out. Not sure which of these habits he is conscious of, but there's one I've decided he must be acting knowingly, which is his habit of leaving one of his personal effects behind with each visit. First a beret, then an earring, his choker, a bracelet, and he returns after a few days with an apology, explaining he just had to come pick up whatever he left behind. Sure, Pastel, keep creating your little excuses to come back here. I'll happily go along with them. Otherwise, he isn't doing it on purpose, it's just a bit of a klutz. Either way, he's very adorable and cute. That was fun. Wonder what he'll come looking for this time. Periwinkle gathers up the discarded garments that had been left strewn across his bedroom, tossing them into a pile to be dealt with later. Couldn't possibly leave his underwear behind, could he? That would be impossible to explain. Nearing, sure, but there's no way he'd walk out here like that. Periwinkle hums to himself as he makes the bed, double-checking between the sheets while he's at it. I'm almost disappointed. Same here. I'm sure the underwear that Pastel wears is probably very cute. Very pastel-like. Been so consistent up until now. Suppose he could be just that forgetful. Unable to find anything of pastels in my bedroom, I decided to spend the rest of the morning cleaning up the place. Now, mind you, never let my house get dirty, only messy. Leaving garbage or food wasted about is out of the question. Everything else, though, simply that many things don't make it back to their proper place. Rather, I can never decide on a proper place for many of my things. Toss them into boxes, shuffle the boxes around the room, and suddenly they become unmanageable piles. To really put everything away, these would all have to be emptied and sorted, a daunting task to be sure. But it has been a while since my last attempt. May as well put in some effort. But where to begin? I suppose my work supplies have been a little difficult to navigate as of late. That's an achievable goal now, isn't it? And practical as well. Periwinkle begins with the box of his favourite perfumes that had been sitting out since one of Pastel's first visits. Yes, the aphrodisiac. That was a fun night. Packs the balls back into their places and closes the box, hailing them safely inside. This should go. Perhaps it'd be better to set it high on the bookshelf. I just rearranged things a bit. There should be room for everything. Periwinkle begins setting things aside. A new pile is born, precariously teetering on the back of the couch. Places the box just where he wants it, and stacks his various books and knickknacks around. Just as he's made his way through half of the pile, a small portion of it topples forward, bouncing safely onto the couch cushions. Topple all you want. I was prepared. Finally, he notices Pastel's jacket, which had expertly blended into the blankets and cushions around it. Aha! Just as I'd finally worked out the energy to clean up around here, what do I find? Yes, this is no mere case of forgetfulness. Indeed, a little game all along. Periwinkle giddily laughs to himself, excited to have been proven right. You've escalated too far, Pastel. To leave your jacket behind is just ridiculous. Well, might not be his underwear. I guess jacket is close enough. Leaves me no choice. I'll just have to return this myself. Periwinkle abandons what he was doing and skips off to his room to get dressed. Oh hell yeah, we get to get dressed again. Okay, seeing as we're going to be getting up to mischief today, I wanted to go with a little bit of a demon side today. I hadn't had a chance to return to Atelier Suite since first meeting Pastel. He was the one always showing up on my doorstep after all. There was no need. That time I paid him a visit, yes. I could restock my favourite candies as well. Upon reaching Atelier Suites, though, I hesitate. It'd be rude to barge in while he's working. I just know I wouldn't be able to resist teasing him. Not to be a nuisance, I shall make my presence known from here. Periwinkle boldly approaches the bench directly in front of the candy shop and sits down. All while wearing Pastel's forgotten jacket. Oh god, that's, I guess, one way to embarrass him from the outside. Now we wait. Oh god. Yep. Demon tie was very appropriate for this moment. 2 minutes pass. You see Pastel through the window, or the shop window, currently preoccupied with a customer. Luckily I brought her lunch, a simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Will he notice me before I finish it? The customer is walking out now. Our eyes meet. Pastel turns away, pacing a bit. Take another bite of my sandwich, still watching intently. Stops for a moment in front of the door, behind the register, till finally making his way out the store, broom in hand. Instead of going over right away, he turned his back to me, sweeping the sidewalk in front of the entrance. Way to make it subtle, Pastel. Perhaps he is a strict supervisor? He keeps glancing over his shoulder. Well, he's definitely noticed me, though. Just come over here, you silly boy. His face is quite red, so I can say with confidence that I successfully overwhelmed him once again. Finish my sandwich by the time he approaches. Takes a seat on the opposite end of the bench. I thought you were ignoring me. No, I was just trying to decide on what to do. Was this a bad time to return your jacket? Not the worst time. Periwinkle unzips the jacket and shuffles out of it, casually falling onto his lap. I found it while I was cleaning up the place. I suppose I could have waited for you to return, but since I was in the area... Right, sorry. It's my fault for leaving it behind in the first place. Pastel can barely look at me in the eye. It doesn't stop him from stealing glances at what I'm wearing. But who can resist that? I wore my cutest dress for this. Something seems a little off, though. Usually he's a bundle of nerves, yes, but this is a bit much. Get right to the point, then. Hey, Pastel, you know you don't have to plan excuses just to visit me. I wasn't planting anything, I just forgot it on my way out. I find that hard to believe, considering you've forgotten exactly one thing each time you visit. Really, you should be more honest. Sorry, thank you for returning it. Oh, it's my pleasure. Gave me a good excuse to see your frosted little face again. Periwinkle sets the jacket on the empty space between them, rises to take his leave. But Pastel gently grasps his wrist before he goes. Pray, I'm sorry I made you think I was ignoring you. I was only teasing, my sweet. Still, I can't, not ready to be open about who I see outside of work. I like to keep things very discreet. I don't want to have to explain anything to my friends. I die of embarrassment. So that's why. Understood. I'm actually used to being someone's little secret. That doesn't sound quite right. What I'm trying to say is I don't mind at all. From now on, I'll just continue to let you come to me. Thank you. Sorry. I know what you keep apologizing for, Pastel. I'll see you around, yes? Pastel nods, finally lets go of his wrist. A misstep. A huge misstep. Should have guessed it from the hints he'd given. Just a few things he'd said here and there. It was enough to put it together, wasn't it? Most obvious one being that he always comes to me and not the other way around. A comfortable pattern that I recklessly interrupted. Should have known from previous encounters with closeted individuals. What's supposed to be fun, surprise appearance can turn so quickly into a desperate rally to cling to normalcy. Carefully constructed lies to conceal the piece of yourself that may not be accepted. Whether it's by the individual themselves or by their loved ones. Certainly an unenviable position to find oneself in. Pastel and I have been singing love of each other during this past month. Was this the inevitable breaking point then? Can only become more complicated from here. But it was going so perfectly for so long. Perhaps I'm being over-dramatic. Anxiety definitely does that to you. I haven't grown tired of him at all, which is precisely the problem. Willing to return home so soon, walk in the direction of the apothecary. Strikerless will be able to knock some sense in me. She always does. Strikerless, are you busy? I know that whine. She's into dramatic bitch mode. But yet you'll still find a way to listen to me anyway. Take pity on me. I'm having a bad day. Alright, you baby, tell me what happened. Things are slow today anyhow. Strikerless listens patiently as I explain the events of the day. Learn to come straight to her whenever I find myself unable to make a decision. Though she often puts things far too bluntly, I do always end up feeling more grounded after her consolation. So, you're upset because you overstepped his bounds. Accidentally, you always leave out key information. Now you think it's over between you two. When you put it like that, I really do sound dramatic. I mean, you are just a little bit periwinkle. I mean, you are, but you also have a point. You want to avoid things getting complicated, this is your sign to get out. Gotta say, though, for two guys who aren't in a committed relationship, you sure do sound like you're in one. It's purely casual. I've still been seeing a few others in the midst of this. But all you talk about is pastel every time you come in here. I know. Just wish I hadn't gone to return the jacket. It was supposed to be fun, but now... Yeah, honestly, I think it's been unfair. It shows up to your place whenever he wants, right? Yes, but I don't have anything else going on. It's a respectable job and all. Sounds like you just have less self-respect and this guy isn't treating you right. Now that's unfair. He simply said he wasn't ready. It doesn't mean. Making excuses now. You're really hung up on him. This is too hilarious to watch. Enough. I simply cannot help if he is just the cutest thing. Well, of course I don't want to stop seeing him. That moment, a familiar chime sounded, making a customer's arrival. Turned my head distinctly to see... Jam, why aren't you just a cutie? Periwinkle, oh my god, you look so cute today. Why, thank you. I certainly didn't expect to see you here, Jam. Strikerless walks into the back room, still laughing at Periwinkle's expense. I'm coming here to buy your magic. Remember when you did a little demo for everyone at that one party? Totally sold me on it back then. I've done a few, so I can't recall, but I'm happy to hear it regardless. So, what are you doing here? On a date or on the job? Not today. Ruined my chance at that. Aw man, what? That's such a bummer. Really never thought I'd hear of the day you... Try that again. Really never thought I'd hear of the day you, of all people, get a date though. You date like everyone. I'd be more accurate to say I go on dates with everyone, rather than actually date them. Oh, same diff. You're like the thirst master. She's right. It's not as if pastel is my only option if I'm looking for a good time. Anyway, are you going to Chivalry's party tonight? No, this is the first I've heard of it. Throwing yet another soiree? Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't know. I suppose I've been more out of the loop on these things than usual. I haven't bothered with as many parties since... Well, you should come. They're good luck, like in terms of love and romance. I mean, finally dating my best friend thanks to the last one. Marzipan, was it? You weren't together before that? I knew everyone thought we were. So embarrassing. I guess what matters is if we could finally be totally honest with each other, though. I'm really happy. Well, congratulations. You deserve the happiness. Yeah, so, like, if you ever need relationship advice, I'm your gal. Oh, but I guess I wouldn't. Or you wouldn't, since you don't actually date anyone. Periwinkle hears a striker snorting with laughter in the back room. Hey, stop listening in on the conversation! How dare she? Came here to be confident, not ridiculed. I guess you're just getting a bit of your taste of your own medicine, Periwinkle? Not so fun, is it now? Jam, dear, what time did you say the party started? Well, like a few hours from now, I think. Sorry, I can never remember the time difference between here and the netherworld. Wait, like the Minecraft nether or something else? No matter, these things tend to go all night. I prefer to arrive fashionably late. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to return home to freshen up before the soiree. Sure, see you there. Hell yeah. Party time! Periwinkle mushes home in a huff. Striker thinks I'm lacking in self-respect. I'll show her. I'm going to find someone to spoil me tonight. The world parties happen to be the perfect venue. Always filled with cute faces I haven't yet encountered. Full of incubi as well. They live to please their partners. Been a while since I slept with a demon. I'm looking forward to this now. I mean, we are definitely dressed appropriately. Give us anything else devilish that I can wear? Should we take the body pillow? Oh my god, I am so tempted to take the body pillow with us. I like this kind of image. I'm thinking we might actually go with the angel then. Seeing as we did the demon, we might as well go for the opposite. And with the little body pillow. Wait, I just realised that's some pastel, isn't it, on the pillow? I'm only just realising that now. Okay, let's do this, hell yeah. And so a few hours later, seeing as we can't get the real pastel to come with us, we'll just take the body pillow. I mean, it's close enough. Periwinkle arrives at the soiree. Let's see, who looks available? We got a dog, a demon, witch, and then a couple of other demons. Scanning the room, he spots both Jam and Shivril happily chatting with the other guests. Shivril himself, it certainly isn't a bad lay, but I couldn't go telling the host of the party. Periwinkle begins to gravitate towards the snack table, still scooping out the various partygoers. Plenty of candidates to choose from, however will I decide. Before he can make up his mind about who to approach, a tall demon slides into the empty space beside him to start a conversation. Oh, hello there. Lots of cute witches in this array, huh? Oh, so it's been decided for me. I'm already being spoiled. I didn't come here for the witches. I'm Demon. Or Cardemon. Demon? How do you pronounce it? Periwinkle. Periwinkle. So this is gonna sound weird, but do I know you from somewhere? Your dreams, perhaps? Nah, for real. Something about your face is just so familiar. I frequent these types of events, so it's likely we've crossed paths at some point. That's not it. I would have tried hitting on you if we did. Well, you're certainly free to do so now. I'll give it a shot, with your permission. This one isn't bad. Do you appreciate how straightforward he's been? So, what are you here for? Not the witches. I intended to find someone to spoil me, and it can buy a rumor to be good for exactly that. We are. So the rumors are true. I'm in luck then. Would you happen to have any friends who would be interested in dancing with a cute little witch like me? I could ask around. Or better idea, you could just settle for me. I suppose you'll do. Set my hand and Cardemon gives an exaggerated bow. pulls me in, albeit a little clumsily, with his gigantic demon hands. Always enjoyable to be swept up in the arms of a larger man. I definitely agree. I definitely like my bears. Moving on. My own hand is almost entirely consumed by his. Unlike with pastels, which fit so... Pastel? Am I still comparing everyone to him? I shake the thought and return to the moment. The pair twirls around the dance floor, losing themselves in magic. The well-calm Demon suddenly speaks up. Oh, I think I just realized where I know you from. Really now? Yeah, you're in the magazine I work for. I'm an editor. We used your photos for an issue a couple of years back. Ah, what a coincidence. I did used to do some modeling in the past. Ooh, I might have to see that for myself. And in the past it shall remain. I'm in a different line of work now. Oh, really? That's too bad. I thought you looked amazing. I appreciate that. Well, this certainly complicates things. Much rather prefer to have been complete strangers. How unfortunate. Just when I was beginning to enjoy myself. Huh, wow, can't believe I ran into you like this. Maybe it's a sign. A sign? What dare I ask? That you should come back to modeling. I can get you your own magazine again, if you're interested, that is. Appreciate the offer, but I moved on. I put too much a strain on my relationship with fashion, among other things. I mean, you can just show off your birthday suit if it so pleases you. I mean, you definitely like showing it off to everyone else, so... Ah, well, at least take my card, in case you change your mind. No thank you, I don't see that happening. Oh, come on, you'd be so great. Feels like such a waste of talent. Quickly growing tired of this. Thank you for the dance, but I really should be going now. Huh? Are you sure? This was fun. Perhaps we'll meet again sometime. Yeah. Okay, bye. I expect to be reminded of my modeling days of all things. Although his excitement was understandable, when he went about it certainly ruined the mood. I hate to admit it, but I'd gone into this night far too unstable to begin with. Such a small thing to get to me. Not even here on my own terms, am I? It's all to prove a point. That's certainly not in the spirit of a friendly swan. It's best if I return home and... Periwinkle, wait! Turns his head to find Car Damon has chased him after him, stumbling into the lonely night air. Hey, I'm sorry if I said anything to upset you. Upset me, perish the thought. Sorry that I'm feeling a little off tonight. At least I may have come here for the wrong reasons. Look, I'm sorry that I suddenly started talking about work. That wasn't why I approached you at all. Came here for a good time, right? Well, party's definitely the place to find it. Heck, that's why I'm here for too, so you're not wrong to come looking for that. Completely misread the situation, although it is starting to look salvageable from here. Anyway, please forget about the magazine stuff. It doesn't matter. You were having fun right before that, right? Dancing was nice, yes. I want to do more than just dance with you. Oh, there it is. Now we're getting somewhere. More than dance. And what could that mean? Well, don't make me spell it out. A kiss, perhaps? Sure, and well, you know, whatever else you'd like to do. As an incubus, I live to please. Since he apologized, I may as well. Kissing is a fine start. Damon holds out his arms, inviting Periwinkle into a soft embrace. Periwinkle hands glide up his chest and he wraps his arm around Demon's neck. Their faces just inches apart. He pauses. I expected him to close the gap. Buster would have kissed me. I've grown far too accustomed to that, so I automatically... Shit. This was a mistake. Periwinkle gives him a light peck on the cheek before pulling away. My apologies. I do actually need to get going now. Huh? I shouldn't have led you on. I'm terribly sorry. Oh, no. Don't worry about that. You don't want to, it's fine. I'm a little confused though. Did I do something wrong? No, it's not you. You're very nice. Very firm muscles. Huh, thanks. If it were any other night, things would have gone differently. Please believe me when I say that. Seriously, this mysterious talk's supposed to make me want you less. I'm sure you'll have great luck with the witches inside. You're very charming. Damn, well, alright. Go home safe, Periwinkle. Hope to see you again on any other night, like you said. Thank you for keeping me entertained. Farewell. Shouldn't have come. What exactly are I proving here tonight? I'm willing to pursue the first pink-haired boy I come across? Out of sheer desperation? I want a strike a list to be wrong for once. To admit that I'm hung up on someone is just... I don't feel like myself at all. Periwinkle arrives home, lazily slipping out of his shoes and dress, tosses his hat somewhere and collapses onto the couch. Feeling more miserable than before. Periwinkle finds himself staring at the front door, half expecting to hear a familiar knock. Snape Pastel would find me in if he were to show up tonight. I should get to bed. But he doesn't. Instead, he buries his face into the cushions and falls asleep.